Here we are, the piadina is ready. Hello everybody, welcome back to Healthy Nasty Kitchen TV. And today's video is inspired by another YouTube channel in Italy. Fantastic. So I saw that this guy, Jan Spampati, you find the link to his channel in the description below, has made, with a friend of him, the piadina. And of course, being a baker, being a chef, and being a lover of sourdough, I want to do a twist. I want to do something different with the piadina. And of course, I want to make it with sourdough. So now, I'll flip the camera, we'll watch into the bowl, we'll do this easy recipe together. And then we'll enjoy it. Because this is probably the fastest recipe you ever made with sourdough. Let's start. Here we are, ready to go. So we have 500 grams of flour here, and I use 250 grams of wholemeal flour and 250 grams of all-purpose flour. So very simple flour. You don't have to find a strong flour, you don't have to find a very glutinous flour, you're just happy with the one that you have right now. A simple and cheap flour. As soon as this one is here, I mix all the flour together. Now we can add the water, the salt, and the sourdough culture. We will only put about 50 grams, so a tablespoon, just like that. We don't want much. Usually this dough doesn't ferment. That's why it's called piadina, because it's like a flatbread. We mix it quickly with our hands. It will well combined. Put some pressure in there. There we go. When it's roughly mixed together, we add the olive oil, and you have the recipe in the description below. What I usually use for this recipe, it's 500 grams of flour. Originally I've used 250 grams of white flour and 250 grams of wholemeal flour. And then I've used 230 grams of water, 8 grams of salt, and 90 grams of extra virgin olive oil. And you can use any fat, you can use pig fat, you can use butter, you can use ghee, you can use coconut butter. You can really flavor this one with whatever you like. So this one needs a bit of mixing through, not too much, probably 1 or 2 minutes. And then we're gonna let it rest for half an hour for the little amount of gluten that's in there to relax, to absorb the water naturally. I don't suggest to do this one a lot in advance, otherwise they will ferment too much. So this one is just to give a bit more flavor, of course, adding sourdough. And a small amount of fermentation to the dough. That's always good for our guts. See, the bowl is clean. We're gonna preserve this one because we're gonna need it later. So now this one is ready here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cover it with my bowl and let it rest for 30 minutes. Here we go. The dough is rested for half an hour, and now I'm sure that you will see a big difference in the way it stretches. It's relaxed. Now we can knead it a bit more. It's nice and shiny and smooth. 140 grams bowls. Here we go, 2, 4, 6 and a half. We have them. Now we roll them. You can roll them on your hands like you're making meatballs. You can roll them on the bench. Perfect. Now we let them rest for 15 minutes. Here we go. These have rested now, and now we are ready to roll them out with a rolling pin. Start with one, put some flour. You can use white flour, you can use semolina, you can use whatever it's more useful or whatever you have in your home. You can also use rice flour if you really want. It's up to you. Totally up to you. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna roll it. And I've seen a beautiful technique that they were using. So Basically you roll the right hand first and then the left one until just applying pressure to one hand and then the other one, and this one rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls, rolls. It's actually quite simple. When I saw the guy doing it, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it. So, and it actually comes nice and round, as you can see. Otherwise you can just roll it and twist it, roll it and twist it. You don't want it too thick, but you can see now it's nice and soft, and nice and wide. In the meantime, I'm gonna turn on the pan to heat it to be able to cook it, because this one now need to be pan cook. That's it. That's perfect. Shake some flour off. Here we go. Yeah, we cook this one and make sure that it's hot. So when it's hot, we start cooking them. So you don't need any fat, you don't need nothing. Just put the piadina in there and wait. As you can see, there are some bubbles starting now. You can see the bubbles forming. Maybe we need to lower the temperature now. Now we're gonna flip it. Beautiful. Now we need to pop it just to make sure that it cooks through. That's what I've seen yesterday in the video, which was very inspiring, and I understood why, because the steam will go through the dough and cook all the spots where the pastry, the dough, is undercooked. So this is ready. So this is cooked. As you can see, it's got some nice golden spots. And ready to be served as your side dish, as your main bread, as your main source of carbs. And now we do something different. Stuffed piadina now in the pan. So what we're gonna do is, got some potatoes we boiled the other day and smashed them. Some parsley, lemon. Got some nice fresh spinach. Okay. Some mozzarella cheese, we put some pepper, a pinch of salt, and a slice of tasty cheese, just like that. Now we seal it, make sure that we try to get all the hair out. It's hard with the spinach, but that's okay. I'll leave one side there to get all the hair out in the corner here. And this one, of course, is a recipe that's gonna go on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you subscribe. And this one is also made with sourdough. So it's even healthy for you. Here we go. Here we are, the piadina is ready. We can rip it apart and dip it into our curries, or I don't know, you can put some jam as well, you can put some cheese, ham, you can make sandwiches out of it, you can make wraps if you want to, just to warm it up a bit so it gets a bit softer. All the flavor is into the fat that you're using and the flour that you're using. It's actually delicious. I can taste the fresh olive oil because it's cooked so slowly. And now let's see this one. Now we have this one, the stuffed one. Look at that, the cheese. That's beautiful. Oh, look at the smoke that comes out of it. That is it. I'm gonna go and have lunch now, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Ciao.